So the next drill we're going to go through, or the next game, is the tennis ball drill from Fighting Monkey, who are Joseph and Linda of Rootless Root. This game again has many benefits. Joseph has said previously that with the hands we manipulate, with the legs we locomote, and with the spine we organise our body in space. This basically exposes our 3 bodyweight centres, which is our head, our sternum and our pelvis. So it's just teaching us to move those things. It goes a little bit deeper than that if you want to get into the martial side of things. So for someone who might not see a punch coming towards him, or be very scared of things happening that are not as predictable, it gets a decent amount of exposure to that thing in a really safe environment. So it goes layers and layers and layers into why it's important. For now, again, we'll just have fun with it. We'll expose a couple of different things about it and enjoy it for what it is. So our first one with the ball, we've wrapped it up to a relative distance that's quite easy to maneuver. I want to encourage him to move. If I do that out here in the safe zone, he's not obliged to move, but if I bring it to the back of his head, he has to move. Vincent should already be thinking of having his elbows around his ribs and his hands up. So he's actually ready to attack the ball whenever he wants to. So he's almost playing with the ball like a cat would play with a ball of wool. And I can change direction. So Vincent's relatively experienced in this thing, and he moves. I want to encourage him to move stance. So if his leg is stuck there, I want to tell him, hey, move. And as we get deeper into it, I can shimmy the ball this way, play around this way, pick up the pace, etc. It's okay to hit the person, the ball's not gonna hurt. That's basically the first movement, is that we're just introducing a bit of head movement and we're allowing the body to move in between there, okay? So like we were saying, for anybody who has never done martial arts before, or who would panic if a fight broke out in a bar or a Chinese or whatever it may be, it's just teaching the person that something comes for you. You don't have to panic, you don't have to freeze. Oh, actually, I know what that is. That fist could be a tennis ball for all I care. I know I'm going to move, I can go under it, I'm grand, I'm gone. The next thing in terms of organising our spine and space is to get the pelvis moving. So if I swing the body around here in front of his pelvis as opposed to behind his head, I can stimulate him to move this way. So we already have all this wonderful movement happening. That's a relatively simple drill. And then again, I can pick up the pace. I can tell him to fix his stance. There you go. And already you've got something simple. We've changed the pace of things. And he's just around there like a monkey, and I can encourage him to, again, stay light on his feet and express any form of movement he wants. The last thing, on a very quick intro to this, again, look up Fighting Monkey or Rootless Root if you're interested in looking a bit deeper, and damn sure attend their weekend seminars. They're absolutely fantastic. Is to go towards the feet. So we have it behind the head, we have in front of the pelvis, and then we have around the feet. And what I'm trying to encourage him to do is get used to stepping back and back in and changing stance and just moving. So we have head, sternum, pelvis, all this sort of stuff, and we've just created a very irregular practice, cardio if you want to call it that. And again, it's fun on more levels than is equally apparent straight away. Going for your head. Cool. So hopefully that was a brief introduction that will spark your interest into looking a bit deeper into that sort of stuff. They're games that we hold extremely valuable here. Yeah, go try it and enjoy.